In this short video, we're going to look at the steps that you take in order to create an ePortfolio for the recognition of prior learning. We start with the myexperience.ie homepage. Having looked at what RPL is and understood the different forms of RPL and how it can be used, and having applied for a program at either IT Sligo, GMIT or Letterkenny IT, you would have been advised by a program coordinator that you should apply for an RPL application. So we click on the link here, how to apply. These steps reiterate what I was saying, and that if you have any questions at all, you should contact CUA at myexperience.ie or telephone 1890 719 337 to talk to somebody. Having gone through this, there is a link here to complete the CUA ePortfolio. We click on this link. The link brings you to this site where you can register your intention to complete an application. So here you select the institute. This will reflect the program that you've already applied for. So if I select IT Sligo, I can then select the discipline. I'm going to select engineering, and then I choose the program that I have applied for. You can scroll down here to see further programs. So I'm going to choose this postgraduate diploma in energy management. I select this. If you know the stage of the program, that's the year that you're going to go into, you can put that into this box here. If it's an undergraduate program, typically a Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Engineering or Bachelor of Arts, you can tick this radio button. If it's a postgraduate program, a diploma or a master's, you tick this one. You then need to create a username and a password and put in your email address. You then confirm the email address and click on the submit button. Having completed and submitted your registration details, you will now be brought to this page. This is the ePortfolio tool, and this is the start of the process to build that ePortfolio. There are links back to the website, and there are details in these videos on how to complete your portfolio here. Your username will appear here. This one is mine. The next step is to click on the Submit Your ePortfolio. That brings you to this page. So having gone through the registration process, we are now into the tool itself. This is where you will upload files and input the information that are required for any assessor to look at your RPL application. You'll notice here your choice. This is going to highlight the selection that you've already made, the institute, the discipline and the program, as you saw me do earlier on. Now below that are 5 tabs: your profile, your education, your work experience, additional evidence, and then an overview. So these first 4 tabs are really looking for you to input information into text boxes and to upload files. If you click here to view an example profile, this will give you an idea of what this first tab is looking for. Female, Mary Smith, date of birth, PPS number, and then a brief bio, some sort of background on who you are and why you're looking to do a particular program. So you now complete this. Profile pictures are important. So you have a profile picture, you can click here to upload one, or you can drag and drop one in here. So you need to have a photograph of yourself, a fairly good resolution image, and these are very useful for us to have. A date of birth, your social security number, and then that bio. Street, city, and these are required information. Your citizenship, Irish, EU or non-EU, and your country. If you're an online student, you may be an overseas student. Postcode, and then your home phone number, work phone number, mobile number, and any other contact information. When you've completed the section, click on Save. That information is recorded. We now move on to the next tab, Your Education. So the information that you need to complete in your education section are details on all prior education qualifications programs that you've completed and were certified. Again, we've a little help file here, so click here to view example education. You can see that this person had completed a Bachelor in Business Studies at level 8 at Letterkenny Institute of Technology, provided the website, the telephone number, the duration of the course, the modules that they completed, the final year, the name of the program. This is not an accredited program, so the program name, the institute training provider, website again. Gives you an idea of what you need to complete. Again, there are help files here, so you can click on this if you want some help. So you identify the program that you studied, the level at which you studied. So level 7 is an ordinary degree, level 6 could be a certificate course, a level 8 is an honours degree, level 9 is a master's, and then we're up to PhDs. The training provider, their institute website. You may have also completed a badge. If you've done a MOOC recently, you may have received a badge for it. So this is a new currency, but don't be too concerned about that. Then here we're looking for you to attach a transcript of results. So if you have a copy of that, you can scan that in, you can take a digital image of it, and you can upload that file here. And then it's also useful for us to know what your subjects were in the final year of the program. And if you do happen to know the credits, current credits are typically 5 or 10 per module. But if your program was a few years prior to Bologna, then they may be a different format. Once again, when you've completed this form, you can click on Save. In the second half of this page about your education, we're looking for information on non-accredited programs. That's programs you may have studied that don't lead to an academic qualification. So they may be in-house training, perhaps in work, continuous professional development, or training that you've done through any kind of organisation that might be recognised in the workplace, but doesn't lead to an academic qualification as such. But all of these qualifications support your application for RPL. So again, very similar to the above section, providing the names of the trainer, the name of the program, and institute, the dates that you completed it on, uploading any evidence that you have from what you achieved, and listing the subjects. So if I click on Save, I don't have any information in there, but you should have completed some information on that. And now I can move on to the next tab, which is your work experience. So again, in this section on work experience, it's vital that you include all of the information that you have on the jobs that you had and the nature of the employment and the roles and responsibilities that you had. This example here, if we click on this, gives you a very good idea of how to complete this section. Here is the name of the employer, and here is a good description of the roles and responsibilities that the employee had, and that this is the applicant. And now a number of skills that the RPL applicant has developed through that employment. So do read through this. It gives you a very good idea of how you should complete this form. And at the very bottom, it it lists achievements and challenges that the applicant has faced. So I'll close that down. So again, work through this, the title of the job, employer. Here you can just type into these text boxes, and you can use any of these tools here to format the text. So if you need to create a series of bullet points or numbers, you can put text in bold. You can format the text pretty well. Skills acquired, achievements, challenges. Again, upload any evidence that you may have, and then save. Once you've saved it, you're able to go back and edit or delete the information that you have, and you can add further roles. So if this was so the second job you had, you put in the title of the job, and you can work through the same thing again and save it. So now you can see when I look at this, I've got job role 1 here, role 2 here, and the details, and you can add on further roles. You obviously work with the CV that you have. And now I can move on to the next section. In the fourth section of this ePortfolio tool, we're looking for additional evidence. Please provide additional evidence on your profile and of work-based learning activities. So here we're looking for your motivation in applying for this program, a maximum of 500 words. Why do you want to take this particular course? Is it aligned with the work that you're doing at the moment, or perhaps you're looking for a change of direction in work? If you have a LinkedIn URL, you can provide it here. If you have your own web page or blog, you can put in the information here. Your CV should be uploaded. Again, it's just a click on the box, upload a file, and then choose that file from your hard drive or your memory stick, and then upload. Again, you can save this section at this point. Further down, we're looking for evidence. This is work-based evidence. So here, from the type of evidence, the drop-down menu, business plans, research, published work, membership of professional bodies, conferences that you've attended, presentations that you've given, and then down to volunteering work, civic engagement, sports achievements, and anything else that perhaps we haven't included in that drop-down list. Again, you provide details, an overview of the evidence, and you've a link here again to upload any evidence that you have. And the final part of this page, we're looking for a reference, the name of a referee, organisation, position, and email. I'm going to click on save. Once you've completed all of the sections, you will be able to look at an overview with everything, all the information that you've submitted. And of course you can go back and complete sections or add information. At this point, when it's complete and you've notified us that it's been completed, an assessor, probably a program coordinator or head of department, will look at your submission and will contact you then.